Well, thank you very much for coming here today to hear the results from the Americans for the Arts Economic Prosperity Study number 6. Before we start, I'd like to give a shout out to our elected officials who are speaking and not speaking. So we have a few here. Raise your hands. We got Zach, we've got Kay, and we have Nancy Vaughn. I don't think we have anyone. Oh, yes. Well, de facto. We have the new mayor of High Point's wife, Raven Jefferson. And arts leaders, please raise your hand. Come on, don't be shy. There's more of you than that. Culture leaders, yes, we got one over there. Thank you. So I'm really pleased that all of you are here today. I'm really excited about the news we have to share with you today. Arts and culture are the essence of who we are as a community. And it's really empowering to know that the community believes it too and invests in it. So we're going to start with a little introduction by Randy Cohen from the Americans for the Arts. We've condensed it a little bit because he was taking away our thunder because he was so excited to announce all our results. But let's start with Randy, and then we will have Mayor Vaughn come up and talk about the Americans for the Arts Prosperity Study and how it's impacting Greensboro.
Hi, I'm Randy Cohen, Vice President of Research at Americans for the Arts, beaming into you today with a good news story about arts and culture in Guilford County, who is one of 373 participating communities in a national economic impact study of nonprofit arts and culture organizations and their audiences. We all love the arts, right? They inspire us. They bring joy to residents. They create the communities that we want to live in, that we want to work in. But the fact is, they're also businesses that employ people locally, purchase goods and services from other businesses in the community. Arts organizations are members of the Chamber of Commerce. They're involved in the marketing and promotion of our cities and regions. Arts organizations are good business citizens. Right there in the county, arts and culture is a $240 million industry, $240 million of economic activity in 2022. The economic impact of that, significant. So arts, more than not just a frill or an extra, but an industry. And when we invest in that industry, we're investing in jobs, we're investing in government revenue. We're creating the communities that everyone wants to live in. The arts aren't just nice, they're necessary. Thanks so much. Thank you for the great partnership you all have been as part of this study, and best wishes for a great event today. Thanks so much.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to be here with all of you this morning, especially to talk about arts and culture. It is really such an economic center for our community. I'm not sure that people realize how much money arts and culture brings into our community and how many jobs that it represents. You know, when we talk about arts and culture, I think most people have different definitions of what it exactly is. I think some people think arts and culture are galleries and the symphony and the ballet, but it's a whole lot more than that. It is things that go on in small establishments, coffee bars. It goes on in Tanger Center right here in this building. Throughout our entire community, there are nodes for arts and culture. And what's nice about arts and culture is it really is very inclusive. One of our biggest arts and cultural events, obviously, is the Folk Festival. Pre-2020, it brought more than 100,000 people downtown to really introduce people to all different types of arts and culture. It had all different types of music and spoken word and dance and crafts. And it was just a great 3-day festival. But you know, we do that on a smaller scale throughout the entire year. Of course, the Folk Festival is the headliner, but you can go just about anywhere on any weekend in the city of Greensboro and find something great that's going on. Now, I'm really excited about this study. And so I'm going to read a little bit because I don't want to get it wrong. So the arts and economic prosperity is an economic and social impact study of the nation's nonprofits, arts, and culture industry. In Guilford County, the sector generated $240.3 million in economic activity in 2022 and $1.6 million in spending in arts and culture organizations and an additional $1.339 million in event-related expenditures by their audience. That economic activity is supported by 4,335 jobs, and it generates $30.8 million in tax revenue in local, state, and federal governments. You know, I actually think that number might be a little low. When they did the ranking of where tourism dollars went throughout our 100 counties, Guilford County ranked number 5. And that's really pretty impressive considering we don't have mountains and we don't have the beach, usually where people go to spend their money, right? So people weren't spending their money on mountains or beaches and things like that. They were spending their money on arts and culture and entertainment right here in Guilford County. And that is something that we really need to be proud of because we have so many different things for people to come and enjoy. And a lot of those events are unticketed. And I think that's what's really important, is that Guilford County really strives to make it inclusive for everybody. So I am really proud to be a part of this press conference today and to see as it unrolls. But I want us to keep in mind that this really is economic development. We don't talk about arts and cultures as economic development. Now this said 4,300 jobs. I don't believe that because we see all the places that are opening up because of the arts and culture that we have. We see all the restaurants that are opening up. We see small businesses. We see the small businesses that are supporting the larger businesses. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see the rest of this, but I do believe that the impact is actually a little bit bigger than we're given credit for. So thank you very much. Enjoy.
I'd like to invite Kay Cashin, County Commissioner, up to talk for a few minutes. Kay Cashin is a national model in the support of arts and culture, and I am grateful that she's able to attend with us today.
Oops. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We can do better than that. This is an exciting day, an exciting event. So let me say it again. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Wow, that's much better. That's much better. What an exciting day for our arts community and our local community. I'm delighted to join you as we kick off the latest arts and culture economic prosperity study results. And the beautiful, wonderful Carolina Theater is the perfect venue for this. But first, let me bring you greetings from the Guilford County Board of Commissioners and our chairman, Skip Alston. Over the past few years, the commissioners have intentionally embraced the value of the arts. Over the years, I've had the honor of serving on the National Association of Counties Arts and Culture Commission, and as the commission chair, we managed to connect with over 3,000 counties leaders nationwide, shedding light on the substantial impact of the arts on our economies. We dove into hard-hitting numbers, jobs created, revenue generated, showcasing the arts' value in education, health, and mental well-being, especially for our veterans and those in detention centers. We underscored how the arts contributed to our overall quality of life and made our communities appealing to prospective industries seeking creative thinkers for bright futures. We partnered with the National Endowment for the Arts and the Americans for the Arts to advocate for sustainability of funding at all levels. I'm pleased that this social impact study is rolling out once again and building upon its 30-year legacy as the largest and most inclusive study of its kind, covering over 373 regions from across all 50 states and Puerto Rico. As a passionate arts enthusiast, and you don't have to be an artist to be an artist supporter and lover, just remember that. You know, you can go and appreciate, etc. But having been one, I've focused on the broad impact of arts in our economy for years, and I can attest to the value that the arts bring both locally and to our region. Having been in business in that field, I know how it affects our total community. In Guilford County, approximately 60% of the 3.2 million nonprofit arts and culture attendants were residents, and 40% were non-residents. Non-local attendees spend an average of 85% more than local attendees, roughly $53 to our local spend of approximately $29, and most of that would probably be in lodging and food. A vibrant arts and culture community keeps entertainment spending local. The arts aren't just about paintings and performances. They draw tourism and foot traffic to our downtown and restaurants, sustaining jobs and security, food services, ticketing, and more. A vibrant arts community attracts new residents, tourists, and businesses, strengthening the visitor economy. In Guilford County, over half of nonprofit arts and culture attendants were residents. Our citizens, love the arts in all mediums. They love events, and they will attend. If we don't have them here, they will attend somewhere else. So let's be sure to keep our folks here, spending the money here and enjoying each other here. Arts and culture are the lifeblood of a community, and I'm grateful that my fellow county commissioners recognized the value in Guilford County. We allocated $2.5 million of our ARPA funds to the Greater Greensboro Arts Council, their strategic reinvestment plan in arts across all of Guilford County. We felt that this was part of our One Guilford emphasis. Without the arts, we're merely a shell of a community, muted, if you will, in all respects. Arts enhance our quality of life, improve educational outcomes, and contribute to the economic health of our businesses. The arts celebrate life, creativity, and diversity. The spending patterns locally at Black, Indigenous, people of color, and African, Latin, Asian, Arab, Native American events align with national averages, highlighting the importance of the arts. In my role as a commissioner, I've seen how the arts are not just a cultural treasure. They are essential for health, physical and mental, and for a healthy economy. Arts and culture contribute over $1 trillion to the U.S. economy, making up 4.4% of our gross domestic product. The 2009 national study of those who reported across the U.S., and as the mayor reported earlier, we think all of these figures are low because not everybody participates in the survey, but it does represent those who do. But in 2019, the national survey showed that local governments made a $5 billion investment in arts and culture. From that $5 billion investment, they got a remarkable return of $27.5 billion. Now, I don't know where you can make an investment and get a return like that anywhere else. I really don't. Think about it, investing $5 billion, and you got a $27.5 billion. Zach, I know you would love to have that return on investment any day, any day. So today's data from the latest survey will reflect some of the impact of COVID, but also it will reflect the strength of the arts in helping to heal and revive communities across our nation. On the national level, we hear about how they're using the arts to bring back communities. Downtown Main Street, revamping historic buildings, how in Hawaii with the fires and people going into the water to save themselves, how they have used the arts. I just heard a report a couple of weeks ago from commissioners there about how they've used the arts to try to heal people and to bring back. So we need to really look at the value of the arts from a really broad perspective. So today, let's celebrate and continue to support arts across Guilford for its local value. And thank all of you for being here today and being interested in supporting the arts. Thank you very much.
So Guilford County is really lucky. Not only do we have two arts council, Allie, I can't find you, where's Allie? Right back there, Allie, our Pagan, close enough, is the executive director of the High Point Arts Council. Jackie Boone, right there, is the Chief Creative Economies Officer for Greensboro. It is with partners that we are able to achieve real outcomes in our arts community. And in Guilford County, we have two really important cities that are driving arts in our community. And I want to welcome Raven Jefferson, who is representing the newly installed mayor of High Point just 2 days ago? Yes. 2 days ago. So I think it was 2 days ago. So welcome, Raven Jefferson, on behalf of Cyril Jefferson, Mayor of High Point.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Raven Jefferson, and I bring greetings on behalf of the City of High Point, newly elected Mayor Cyril Jefferson, as well as the High Point Arts Council, where I have the privilege of serving as the board chair. So I'm here today to give you just a few results from the survey, but I want to start by saying it is the excuse me, give me 1 second. As we in High Point strive to create the single most livable, safe, and prosperous community in America, we are aware that this is hardly achievable without the enriching abilities of the arts. That is why our new strategic plan has a focus on making us a world's arts and design capital. As many of you are aware, we are the home of the home furnishings and design market that happens 2 times a year, the biggest economic event in the city of North Carolina, in the state of North Carolina. However, it's not just the selling of product that takes place. It is a place where artists come. It is a place where designers come, where the design of these products and the design of spaces takes place. And so we want to lean into that ability and that convening power that we have here in the city twice a year. It is the unifying power of the arts that install a sense of pride in our communities. The study shows that 85.7% of attendees view the arts-related activities and venues in our communities as sources of neighborhood pride. Almost 80% expressed that losing these cultural gems would evoke a profound sense of loss, emphasizing the integral role that plays in our community's identity. It is no surprise then that 86% of Americans, including our community members, affirm that arts and culture are inseparable to the quality of life and overall livability in our communities. Arts are just not a luxury. They are vital elements that contribute to our business economy and the creation of local jobs. The impact of the arts goes beyond economics, of course. It's deeply personal. A significant 78% of our residents acknowledge the arts as a positive experience in a troubled world. Nearly 70% believe that the arts have the power to uplift them beyond everyday experiences. And 71% find pure pleasure in both experiencing and participating in artistic endeavors. And so, my friends, I want to say thank you for being here and understanding the significant impact of the arts and what it plays in the well-being of our economy and our communities. It is you all that understand that the arts are not expendable, but they are essential. And they are essential to having a vibrant, healthy, prosperous, and unified community. Thank you.
So an arts community and a cultural community isn't a community until we have artists and creatives that make it happen. So today we've invited two artists. One of them is one of our younger artists in Guilford County, is Zoe Camilla. Did I say it right? She's a High Point resident, and she's here with her dad, and she's going to talk along with Josephus Thompson from the Poetry Cafe about what it means to be an artist in Guilford County. So please, Josephus and Zoe, come on up. I'm going to have to see if I need to lift you up a little bit. Come up here, Steve.
Okay.
Oh, you're plenty tall enough. So I'm just going to start this off and then get off the stage. But Zoe, how old are you now?
12.
As a 12-year-old artist who makes some income from being an artist, a small business in the making right here. Have you formed your own LLC yet?
No.
But she will. Okay. What does it mean to be an artist for you? And then I'm going to hand this off to Josephus and you to talk to each other.
Okay. Well, what it's like to be an artist in my community, it's really special and supportive. Some people who've helped me in my community are Green Hill. They've helped me by asking me to show in their pop-up show and helping me to show across different festivals. And Splashworks, they've also helped me. They've helped me by exhibiting my work in High Point Market. And let's see, my family is also part of my community. My parents are really supportive of what I do. And the people in this room, they're also supporting me by just being here. I'm going to be honest, I didn't really prepare much of a speech.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't leave me up by myself. I'm scared. My name is Josephus, and being an artist in this community is much like being a farmer. You plant your seed, which is your art, into the community, and you pray over it, and you hope and you dream about what is possible. And you toil in the dark for many years before actually sprouts and breaks ground. But when it does, it becomes this beautiful flower and it blossoms, and people can see it, and people can see you, and they're able to really value what you have to offer to the community and to the city, and they're able to support what you do. But it all starts with investing in yourself and planting that seed and being patient and diligent about making it grow. I'm not an artist in the right like Zoe here. I can't draw stick figures, maybe. But it's just a blessing to be here in the community and actually see art really start to get recognized and appreciated and invested in. And we are both happy, excited, and can't wait to see what this new year holds. So thank you for having us. Zoe, quick question. What is the best part about being an artist?
Wow. Let's see. The fact that I'm able to express myself, and the fact that I'm able to make a statement without using words and instead using my hands and paint.
Exactly. And I think every person, young or old, wants to be valued, wants to be seen, wants to be heard, wants to make a statement in this world with their life. So thank you for having us. Good job.
So that concludes our formal press conference. If someone has a question, I'm sure one of us can answer it or make up a really good answer. But we are so grateful to have you here. We're so grateful to have members of the press here. Brent Christensen here, the president of the Chamber of Commerce, is here, and someone who values the arts and appreciates what we do. So I appreciate that. We are, along with Allie and the High Point Arts Council, we are like the Chamber of Commerce for the arts and culture. And so we're here to support and promote and ask our community to continue investing in the important work that artists do and organizations do for you, our community. Thank you. What today means with the announcement of the economic impact for Guilford County, $240 million, what that means is we are an important sector of this economy. We are driving financial impact. So when businesses and investors are looking around and saying, where should we invest our money? Invest in a sector that was decimated during the pandemic but came back strong. A sector that drives all the quality of life outcomes you want to see in your community to attract and retain talent. You need to invest in arts and culture because they are sort of a bedrock to what it means to be community. They tell our stories, they understand our legacy, and they shine a light to the future. So I want our community to understand we're an important sector. We can help every business, every community member find something special. And it just takes resources, it takes attending, and it takes participating in the arts. And if everyone does that, imagine what is possible. Artists are the bedrock of a creative community, no matter what. You know, you could have a symphony without musicians. What is a symphony? It's administrative staff. You can have a festival, and if you only had the staff and none of the talent, what are we coming for? Artists are the bedrock. And so we need to invest in them, make sure they can live, work, and stay in Guilford County. And as we get stronger and attract more and more creatives to come into our community, our creative community only gets stronger. It truly is a ripple effect. And so we need to be mindful that making Guilford County strong and bringing outside talent to Guilford County to live is important. It's not necessarily importing the talent and having them go home. It's about supporting the talent that's here and inviting talent to come in and be a part of who we are. You talk to a business leader and you ask them what are your top 5 challenges. 1 or 2 is always going to be attract and retain the best workforce possible. Well, who wants to move to a community with nothing to do? No one. The arts provide that quality of life elements. They help educational outcomes in the schools. They help restaurants have enough patrons to open up another restaurant. It's a trickle down. And so I would suspect business leaders, they want us to invest in the arts and culture because that helps them. And so it's a win-win all the way around when we invest in each other. When you think about Green Hill or even the Children's Museum or the Science Center, when you bring young children into your space and you allow them to imagine the possibilities, and that in the Science Center, what does it mean to be a scientist? In the Children's Museum, what does it mean to play and learn through all the different interactive displays they have, exhibits they have. And then in Green Hill, in ArtQuest, or the High Point Ballet or the Greensboro Ballet, it opens up the world of possibilities to children, and they are our next generations of artists, creators, innovators, entrepreneurs. So let's invest in children because they become our future. And having them invested in the arts helps them be more creative, think outside of the box, and maybe solve solutions that we haven't solved yet, but we need to.